What's good, y'all? Uh, I just wanted to make this quick self-help video, for those who need it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to watch it, it's straight, but if you wanted to learn something that you can probably use to help for yourself or to help other people out, then that's all to the G. So to get to it, the notion of things happening to you. You know what I'm saying? I look at words a lot and try to like see them for what they are. Just stating that something happened to you is always reflecting on a certain point in your journey, in your path of life or whatever. To say that something happened to something, it indicates a location. It doesn't indicate a certain experience. However, you do go through experiences. So in all actuality, the right thing to say would be, dang, what happened through you? Because, like I said, when we on a path, you know what I'm saying, the only time that we are ever stuck or not moving on this path is when it's happening. It's when it's happening within, and when it's happening within, you know, it's on some as above, so below, as within, as without kind of shit. If you ain't feeling right inside, if you ain't feeling right within, how you experience your outer journey, everything external, how you experience all that will be affected. Birthday parties will just not even excite you. Things that are supposed to invoke your humanity and all that won't move you anymore. Your ambitions won't move you anymore. So if it ain't happening within, that's when you are stuck in that mentality of shit happening to you, because you keep referring to those same things that probably got you in that mode. Now, it's something happened to you and it inspired you and all that, then you are allowing that point in your life to influence you, and it's directing you to to where you're supposed to be going. But if that point in your life that you keep stating it has happened to you, then you are on the path of pretty much the same a repetitious mindset, the same thought patterns of just reflecting and looking back on things, but not being in the moment and moving forward from it. See, low vibrating instances happening to us a lot of times, and we tend to be just be sitting thinking about it, going to sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? And it affects us throughout the day. It affects your mood. But when things positive start happening with us, we don't be just thinking about the good shit that's happened to us. We have to animate that. You know what I'm saying? We have to live up to that. Cause what we are is, obviously we're vessels. You see that, what we are. We can't like penetrate it in the form that we in now. But we understand our bodies to be more fluid than anything, more liquid. And with that, you know what I'm saying, that holds a density that shit, it has no shape, it has no form. These are just containers, and these bodies, if it's not animated, it's sitting still. If it's not animated, the mind is, if there's nothing in the mind, there's only one thing in the mind, and it's just that thing that happened to you. But in the instance of you going through something, especially if it's on a high note, then you are animating the hell out of whatever you went through. You living up to that. You gotta like imagine this is like just being on a point. You know what I'm saying? All this is a point, and time is always coming back around. Things that you're doing now, it's probably something similar to what you used to do back then, and probably something similar that you're gonna do in the future. depending on the path that you take. There'd be different variations to it. But with you continuing to be going to something, see, you can't even say it. You can't say you're going to an experience because only way that would make sense is to say that you're going to a location within you that reminds you of the experience. Thing that brought me back to that moment. So you pretty much have to say that you are going through something because for energy to be what it is, it the only thing that is what they say, only thing that is constant is change. So you are that change. You are the revolution. You are a happening and occurring, and all that. You are in the moment, but always evolving from what you were before. See, it's the principles of birth, maintenance, and destruction, and that all has to continue to take place, whether it's through negative or bad, depending on your perception of it and the subjectivity of that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for you to like grasp that, you know what I'm saying, you have to really see your journey as not being this point in your journey not being you, and to make something you. I mean, of course, we all like get scars. Sometimes what we go through, emotional scars, physical scars, spiritual scars. You know, that's the times when just your spirituality had to like take a turn for an extreme high purpose or an extreme lower purpose. You know what I'm saying? Something that killed your soul. So you be going through that, and it leaves residue with you. And even for those who like go through harsh experiences, some of that can be residue, just depending on the will and the clairvoyance and wisdom of that individual going through that harsh experience. Some take time more than others, but that residue is eventually supposed to serve its purpose and just go back to whatever essence it was supposed to be back then. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the only things that are like stuck in time. You know what I'm saying? You can hold an emotion but that emotion never changes. That emotion always is what it is. And that's what I mean by just saying like something happened to you, like this stuck emotion happened to you, and you just became that, and never grew from it. Its purpose was to like keep you still, to let the vessel just be the vessel without anything happening inside. So, damn, what happened through you? What happened through you to make you forget that you were a ever evolving being, essence, soul, going through a journey where you had to just experience and be the best version of you, and overstand all of the extremes and in betweens that you go through. What happened to you? Did you forget? Ignorance, that doesn't happen to us. We go through that. Shit, even I did. And ignorance, whether it be something from your youth or is something wrong that people just told you. If you learn to like just let go of like what the mind has to focus on and say that, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do it that way, I have to do that. Sometimes you just gotta let that shit go and just let that experience be. You know what I'm saying? I understand that we all get caught up in this mundane shit sometimes. That's life. I feel you on that. But we just have to gain a higher perspective on the things that we say and the things that we do and how we correlate those things together. know what I'm saying? That's something that our ancestors did, and we definitely got to learn to practice the art of just knowing thyself. To know yourself, you must address yourself correctly. Address yourself like you know who you are, not like how you forgot who you are. So, shit, what happened to you? Just ask yourself that. Think about it, man. Thank y'all for listening. I hope this reached somebody. If it helped, that's all good. If not, my bad. Maybe I'll get y'all in the next video. But much love anyway. It's your brother, Silent Soldier. Peace.